magkano yung plano mo na itagdag sa budget niya?
Oh, we still have to study that, but the Barangay Information Network is interesting. That's why I had to check sa mga barangays na mga LGUs na sila'y nag-conduct ng network, mga workshop, kung paano kino-communicate ang mga problema ng barangay. At importante yan dahil yung paghahanda sa mga disaster, base yan siyempre sa nakakalap na impormasyon. Yung pangangailangan sa healthcare, yung mga let's say sa bundok na walang patubig or mga sitio electrification program. Ang dami pang unelectrified na mga barangay at mga sitio. Yung mga barangay health workers ni walang oximeter, ni walang blood pressure machine. That's a situation. Alam naman niyo ko, Lawrence, sa bawat barangay mula 1998. So alam ko yung mga problema ng barangay. So the Barangay Information Network is very important. Hindi lang parang maglista, bahala na, magbarites, ganun na. Hindi. Para i-connect ang problema ng barangay sa kabundukan man o sa karagatan o sa kapatagan, sa bawat sulok ng ating kapuluan, ang problema ng barangay at ipaalam ang ano ba ang kayang ipuno ng gobyerno. Sa DOLE man, kung livelihood, sa DOH man, kung barangay health station, kung kailangan ng doktor para sa bayan, kung kailangan ng classroom, kung nasira sa disaster, yung paghahanda, marami. So it's very interesting. So that's why it was quite lengthy.
So ma'am, ilan taon na pala na may ganung program?
2020 daw.
So naging effective ba?
Hindi ko pa alam. Sabi ko, ano yung impact nyo? Yung tinawagan ko yung mayor, medyo alam, pero he said, they want it now. So I think 2020, kasi nag-COVID naman, di ba? Hanggang 2023, halos hindi pa masyadong implemented yung program. So I'd like to review it. Either, I don't know if they can have the capacity to fund it, to implement it nationwide, but I doubt it. Out of 42,000, ayan naman tayo. 42,000. Memoryado na nyo. So, what's that? That's the importance of accuracy. Ayan. Accuracy. Comprehensive reports, you confirm, you vet. In the first hearing, 42,045. And then the next hearing, 42,004. And then now 42,011. Because how can you serve all if there are missing barangays? Anyway, so that was already resolved. So accuracy, whether you are a reporter or a journalist or a senator or working in the executive department, accuracy, comprehensive knowledge, vetting and confirming, and going out of your way to convey the information and turn the information into action to serve our people. That's leadership and that's governance. That's enlightened governance, right? Without information and communication, how do you know what's the problem? Without the accurate information, how will you help? Again, if we have the programs, if it's not adequately, sufficiently, effectively communicated to our people, how will they know it exists? Right? You have to match that.
So magkakaroon ka ba ng one-on-one sa head ng mga attached agencies?
Yes, I'll have another briefing on PTV4.
Sa PTV?
PTV4, I want to see because I'm the author of their charter, and perhaps DFA and APO, the GOCC on the printing, let's see, because of the passports, because there are alleged security breaches according to DFA, but we could not discuss it in an open briefing.
Ba't wala yung sa APO na?
Because there could be security issues. Because during the DFA briefing of finance, they mentioned about some possible anticipated security breaches in the passports that are printed by Apple. But that's all I can say because we still have to conduct maybe an executive session or a briefing, but not in an open hearing or briefing this way.
APO with DFA?
With DFA, yes. And also the issue of DFA, as you know, we're trying to phase out, and they should phase out already by next year, the satellite offices that are not manned, hindi mga karir na DFA, kung hindi mga contract of service or job order na maaring walang pananagutan sa gobyerno, na sila ang mga nagbibigay ng consular services. Hindi ba dapat? Nakakatakot yun. Kaya nga may mga nakalusot na ang dami, na higit sa 1,000 na nabigyan ng passport na hindi naman Pilipino.
Ma'am, yung lang sa PCO, sa ngayon po ba effective yung PCO as communicator ng government projects and para tumulong din sa pag-combat ng fake news? That's part of their mandate.
Parte ng kanilang mandate, yun ang kanilang mandato. Gusto ko pang makita ang epekto ng kanilang pagpapatupad ng kanilang mandato. Bago lang yung nakaupo ngayon si Secretary Chavez, kaya gusto ko silang tulungan para maiparating sa taong bayan ang lahat ng maaring itulong ng gobyerno sa pinakaliblib na lugar sa mga nasa laylayan nga. In short, the lost, the least, and the last should receive government assistance through communicating their needs and communicating what government can offer. And it's not just PCO, but kayo, the private sector. Yeah. Learning to communicate, di ba, RG, is half the battle done, right? Because no matter what goods you have, if you don't communicate it to your consumers, to the people in need, to your public, it will stay in a warehouse. And same thing, whatever they need, if it's not addressed in our budgets, in our legislation, in our projects regionally, then wala, there's a disconnect.
So crucial yung papel ng PCO.
PCO at kayo, at tayo. You know, having the gift of communication is really a blessing. Na kaya mong ipaliwanag ang problema at solusyonan ayon sa kakayanan mo. Yan ay malaking, hindi blessing lang, but malaking bagay sa pagpatupad ng inyong trabaho.
Ma'am, kakayanin kaya yung hirit nila na 2.something billion
No, they were asking for 1.5B.
additional?
No,
Hindi ka kaya?
hindi ko kaya. Immediately, hindi kaya. Magpakita muna silang kagalingan nila. Yeah, but we see. I will increase their budget, perhaps for the barangay information network, perhaps for, we see the others. I want to see.
Ganun yung sa APO.
Yes.
Ma'am, about the budget of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Sabi ng Consular Affairs, ma'am, di ba, 28 million passport holders yung na-issue ng passport may have been compromised yung pinarate ma'am ng APO. So, dun yung hingi ng explanation.
That's why I need to meet with them, because that's very different from the role of the PCO. They just happen to be a GOCC attached to the PCO. Yeah. So they're already working on the solution on the claimed data issues of the passport issues. So I want them to explain the possible breach if there was. So importante talaga precision, accuracy. Alam niyo sa newsroom yan precision, laser focus, laser precision, accuracy, comprehensiveness. In short, complete staff work. Whether you are a journalist or working in government or an elected official, accuracy, precision, comprehensiveness.
Ma'am, on politics.
Okay, I'm not a candidate.
Nag-start na kasi yung filing ng
Yes,
certificate of
yes.
candidacy. Ano yung masasabi mo dun sa mga returning senators, yung mga nagpa-file para sa senatorial?
Yes. I wish them the best. I'm looking forward to having most, if not all of them, assuming kasha sa 12, in the Senate. And I would look forward to working with our colleagues who were my colleagues before in my past 3 terms.
Ma'am, wala kang concern kasi possible daw na magkaroon ng tatlong magkakapatid. Ilang magkakapatid po? Sa Senate, just in case.
It's up to the Filipino people. It's not for a lone senator to decide on that. Nasa botante yan. Diba? Lahat naman yan. Kaya nga demokrasya Nasa botante yon.
So, hindi naapektuhan yung image ng Senate